Welcome back. I'm Karen Oxner with U Mortgage of the Pacific Northwest.
And I am JodieJo, the team lead of the Sycamore team with 𝗝XP Realty.
I love it. So we thought it would be really good to chat today about some concerns or some fears or some objections that we've heard commonly from people when we say, hey, let's buy a house. So one of the most common things that I hear when I talk to people is, well, I can't buy a house because I'm working on my credit, or I can't buy a house because I don't have 20% down, or, what are some things that you hear commonly?
Oh, I hear that all the time as well. I love how people will come to me first and foremost. And they'll say these things of, oh, I really, really, really want to buy a house. I really want to own something, but it's such an offshore thought and idea because I'll never have that much down payment, or my credit is shot, or I went to school forever and oh my God, I'm in so much debt. Or I shopped at, Neiman Marcus.
I had to have a Tesla. Or, I don't even know if I'm going to be here in a year or 2 or 5 years. So that happens all the time. And I am amazed at how much misinformation is out there.
Yeah.
And it's free to talk to us.
Yeah.
It's actually not a scary process. We try to make everything so positive. So when I work with people, the first thing I say is, listen, it's either going to be a pre-approval or a plan. Mm-hmm. It's never a no. It's always, we're here. Right. These are your options. Let's do this. Or, hey, there are some things that we could do to improve your situation and get you in the best possible position to purchase. Mm-hmm. So we're going to put you on this plan and we're going to accomplish these action items together and get you there.
Right. Oh my gosh, that is such a driving home point in fact of matter. Like, we're not the realtor and lender for the moment. We are your lifetime realtor and lender. We've worked with people for
years,
a few decades. People come back to us all the time. But see, and that's exactly what I tell them too. That, people come to me and they want to do this home ownership, plan, and I tell them immediately, talk to Karen, because like she said, if it's not a pre-approval, then it's a plan. She doesn't just go through your stuff and say, okay, well, get your shit together and
no, absolutely not.
And I'll talk to you for 3 years. No. She puts you on a plan where she's keeping you up to date, asking you questions as the months go on. What is it, once a month that you check in with people?
Well, it depends. I mean, it's just going to be a customized solution. There are people, not all of us come from families where homeownership was something that was discussed. Like, we didn't learn about credit at home. We certainly didn't learn about it at school. Right. So if you weren't given the opportunity to be in an environment where you could learn some of this stuff, that's okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that it shouldn't be accessible to you. It just means that we need to get together as soon as possible so that we can start the education process and start really talking about the reality of what people need to do. It's a myth that you need 20% down to purchase the home. That's not true. There are programs with little to no down payment. Yeah. There's 1% down programs. There's 3.5% down payment programs. There's down payment assistance programs. Mm-hmm. It's also a myth that you need perfect credit or tons of credit to purchase.
Right.
Just like having crummy credit could be problematic, also not having any credit could be problematic.
Yeah.
So knowing where to start when you didn't necessarily have that background or you haven't been given that education in your life, like, let's build some credit. That's a positive step that you can take towards that goal of home ownership.
Yeah. Then let's get you into a home. Let's make those dreams happen for you. If this is truly your goal, this goal can become a reality. And it just does take, the step-by-step plan that it is, like you said, it's very individual that you put in motion. But instead of, just saying, oh, well, it's impossible, or I can't do this, or I expect that I need to have perfect credit or this much down payment, No. There are always different options and avenues. There's so many different programs that are out there.
Yeah.
Karen's an expert at what she does. She truly does get through all of these steps. Whether somebody is, like she said, starting from absolutely nothing and just has the dream,
Yeah.
to somebody that is massive credit repair. You know, she puts a plan in motion, and whether that plan is a 6-month plan or a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, you know, it's going to happen for you. Your dreams will truly come to reality. And then I come into the picture, right? And I help you find that dream home. We get to go house hunting and house shopping. I love those things.
That's super fun. And you know, the interesting thing is that I actually talk to a lot of people that don't even think homeownership is a reality and don't necessarily know or see the vision. We know that people or households that are homeowners versus homeowners that rent have 43 times more generational wealth than those that don't. It's the single most important thing that you can do for yourself and your family to empower your financial future. It's such a huge and important thing. It's life-changing. We're super passionate about it, and I want to help you put together that plan so that you can start shopping with Jodie.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is you might not be moving into your dream house as your first home, and that's okay too. It's all a stair step and a starting block to get that dream started so that you'll have something to build off of in the future. So start as soon as you can, get the information and the knowledge and the education so that you feel empowered and can make some of those decisions and really start setting yourself up for the future. It really will change your life.
Oh my gosh, that you just hit on another amazing point that I think is so important is you get started, that first step. I know that I actually, I mean, I've been in real estate since 2007. I
Good
also
timing.
believe, I know, right? I made it through.
Right before the industry blew up.
Oh man, it was fantastic.
We
For
learned a
somebody
lot.
that's learning, oh my gosh, yeah.
So I love to share it. I actually bought my first house when I was 21 years old, fresh out of college. Was so excited I bought this house.
It is so vitally important to understand that your first home is not going to be your most dream home, but it is the first step to the dream home.